Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Simisola Adigu. To the returning subscriber, thank you. God bless you. And if this is your first time here, please pause, click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Thank you. God bless you. For some time, I've been talking about family core values. Family core values. As families, we need to have values. What do you hold in high esteem in your family? There should be some things, important things. I've talked about some, and today, by the grace of God, I'll be talking about contentment. These are things I learned from my parents, and these are things I have taught my children as they're growing, and I'm still teaching them, and I'll keep talking about them. When we know these things, when we hold them in high esteem as a family, then the world will always be a better place for everyone to live in. Contentment. So what is contentment? In a simple English, contentment means to be satisfied with the little that you have. It might be small, but you are satisfied with it, you are happy with it. It can also mean to be grateful for the little that you have. So contentment goes with being grateful. When you are happy, you are satisfied, you will be grateful, you will thank God for the little you have per time. You will also thank your parents or whoever have been able to give you that little thing you have per time. My parents taught us a lot of that. Whatever we have per time, they were not very rich, if I may say that. Yeah, they were not very rich as in financially, but the little they have, they teach us to be happy with it. One incident I can't forget in a hurry. I remember when I was in primary school. Yeah, when I was in primary school, we had a TV, this black and white TV of those days. Big one, standing on one thing like that box like. And every evening, we'll put it on, we'll watch TV. And then suddenly, as I was about to leave primary school, it got spoiled, and my parents didn't have the money already. My father gave back to me at old age. He was already getting old, and he didn't really, and at the time he even took ill, and he didn't even have the money to repair TV. And the law is that you cannot go to somebody's house to go and watch TV. For what? We don't have it, we don't have it. You have newspapers, you read your book, whatever you have, you do with it. And those days there were no handsets. It's only TV, and it's not even everybody that has TV. And I was so contented. I wasn't bothered. When I get to school and people are talking of, oh, there was this program, I just be smiling. I'm not bothered. We don't have TV. It has spoiled. And my father could not repair it, and that's all. I don't go to anybody's house to go and watch TV. It is part of contentment. Whatever my parents have per time, I'm satisfied, I'm grateful. Of course, that's how they taught us that you have to be happy with what you have. And it's the same thing I taught my children as they were growing up. There's something we always do. I learned it so many years ago when they were growing, that the book of Proverbs has 31 chapters, and that in the month, the highest days in the month is 31 days. At times you have 28 in February, at times 30, at times 31. And somebody said, read one book of Proverbs, one chapter daily. So if today is 1st of January, you read Proverbs chapter 1 like that. So I make sure, in addition to other Bible chapters that we normally read, I make sure we take one book of Proverbs every day. I take it with my children, and they will pick one verse. Each person will pick a verse that you like, and then that will become your memory verse. And I remember when we got to Proverbs chapter 23, verses 1 and 2, I took time to explain it to them then, And because we read Proverbs every day, you keep coming across that particular verse again and again every month, once every month, and it became one of our favorites. It says, when you are sitting, I'm not quoting verbatim, but when you are sitting with a king or with leaders in a place and they serve you food, the Bible said, put a knife on your throats. And I told my children, they were like, put a knife on your throat? As in you should cut yourself? I said, no. That's just the meaning, that put a knife on your throat, but that's not the exact meaning. What it means is that when you are served delicious food, you don't get carried away. It's not everything they serve you that you eat. There are times you will be served and you will tell the person, oh, thank you very much, I'm okay. Yes, there are times you eat, but it means that you should learn to know when to say no. That's putting a knife on your throat. Don't be carried away by all the nice things that is set on the table. It's not every time, everywhere you go to, you eat. Oh, this is biscuit. Oh, this is cake. Oh, this is... No, 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 no. You learn to control yourself. And if you are not satisfied at home, then when you get out, it becomes a problem. Once you see anything, you want to get it. And my children did something. I love it so much. I was so pleased with them. I told them, I love you that day. There was a program in Ikeja. I couldn't go. They were in primary school. I couldn't go with them. It's for children. So I told them, I gave them the description. They went, and when they were coming back, one of my friends who was well-to-do came with her car and her own children also. So she was like, where's your mommy? They said, oh, our mommy couldn't come. Wow, you came alone. That's lovely. And then she said, okay, since I'm going to that side, let's go together. Her own children were in the car, two of them, a boy and a girl, and my children also were in the car, a boy and a girl. And they said on their way, the woman stopped at one of the big eateries and said, oh, yeah, I want to get ice cream for my children. Will you like to have some? Come, let's go together. Will you like to have some? My children said, they told her, no, ma, thank you, ma, we are okay. So when they came and they were telling me, oh, so person brought us home, I said, okay, God bless her. When I see her, I'll appreciate her. In fact, when we're coming, she ran at so eatery and was asking us if we would like to have ice cream. I said, what did you tell her? I said, we told her, no, thank you, ma. Oh. I looked at them and I laughed because I know they like ice cream. Wow. You told her, no, thank you, ma. Why? They're like, well, why should we follow her in to go and take ice cream? In the first place, you didn't tell her to bring us home. She's just doing us a favor by giving us this ride. And then maybe she has already budgeted that this is how much she wants to spend on ice cream for her children. And then we will now do, they were like, long throat. We will now do long throat. And say, yes, ma, we want. Said, no, we just told her we don't want. Thank you, ma, we are okay. I just hugged them. I was so happy. I said, oh, these children, they are really learning. That's a good one. And I think 2-3 weeks later, one of the weekends, I took them out. Of course, we do take them out, but not all that regularly. But we take them out as they were growing up. We go to eateries, we take snacks, we take ice cream. It's not every time, whenever we have it, but they were not carried away. I was so happy. I was so impressed that, wow, as young as you are, you know when to put a knife on your throat. And that is what we need to teach our children. So if you notice you have given your child something and the child is not satisfied, you need to take time to explain to the child, not to look at another person's property, not to look at what other people are eating. This is what I can afford per time. And so take it and take it with joy. When the children start taking it grudgingly, there's problem. When they go out, they will beg. When they go out, they will do all manner of nonsense. But when you notice it and you tell the child, no, this is what we have, take it. I remember I had a man of God long time ago. He was preaching and he said something. He said, my mother was not well to do as such, but once in a while, she will cook a very delicious dish. She will serve chicken, rice, we will eat. Of course, that was a long time. That's like 40 years ago. When the man was talking like 20 years ago, and then he was talking about 20 years before that time. So he said, my mom will cook once in a while, we will all enjoy. He said, but there is another thing his mom used to do that surprises them all the time. He said, at times also, their mom will take time prepare very delicious meal, and they will like, wow, today is going to be another beautiful time. And their mom will call the neighbors' children, and serve them with chicken and everything, with everything in the pot. She will just dish it out to the neighbors' children. And they were like, this delicious meal, are we not going to eat out of it? She will now tell them, but the other time I served all of you, you also ate. So let other children also experience what you are experiencing. He said at first they were not finding it funny, but the mother kept explaining to them that you also need to understand that it's not every time you see something delicious that you will rush to take it. It's not every time you see good food outside that you will tell yourself, I must eat out of this food. Hey, I must eat. And then when the owner did not call you, do you want to steal? So you will be satisfied when you are giving. When you are not giving, no problem. Be happy. And you should also remember, that's what he said that the mother told them too, that you should also remember that there are some other children out there that are not privileged to have what you have. And that is the more reason you need to be grateful for the little you have. And that is another side of contentment. You need to understand that rice you are eating, some other children's parents cannot afford the rice. So when you are privileged to have rice and mommy is putting egg on the rice and you're like, oh, egg, why not meat or chicken? Please take it like that. It is rice and egg. Some people are out there, they can't afford rice, they can't afford egg, and you have it. You need to be grateful to God. You need to enjoy it. So please, we need to teach our children, and we also need to be contented. Before you start teaching children, you need to be contented too. You need to be happy with what you have. You need to be satisfied. I'll just cite one more example. I remember when I was in school, I was in Federal Polytechnic in Laro. That's where I did my ND. When I was in school, I remember my roommates, about 2 of them, they came from a very wealthy home, always coming in with a lot of provisions, different things. And when they cook, if they dare open their pot and you peep, my goodness, you see chicken and all sorts and all manner. But I've never asked them one day, please, can I take a meat or can I have milk? Whatever I have, I take it and I'm happy and I finished school and I've left. Thank God I can afford all those things now. So we need to learn it. Please, back there at home, let's teach our children to be contented, to be happy with the little that we have and be satisfied. God bless you. Love you. See you next week, Saturday. And please remember to subscribe, click like, comment, share. Love you. Thank you very much. Bye.